Perched high above the city of Baltimore, Maryland, from Magooby's Joke House, comes the tale of 5 brave adventurers and their intrepid audiomancer on a journey wrought with magic, mayhem, and dick jokes. For this is Laugh Finder.
Welcome to Laugh Finder! Welcome to Laugh Finder, Baltimore's premier piezo-based comedy podcast. I'm Tommy Simbazo.
Hey, Thomas.
And I'll be playing Arcane, the living construct, with my trusty monkey familiar Natty Bobo and my big-ass bag of bones bitch, Obi! We gotta cut. If we could just cut a little bit off. Oh, you motherfucker!
You said cut off.
I know. Yeah, thanks for the one time you ever listened to anything I said. We gotta cut at
What's
least
that
2
song
measures.
called? Because I
It's
tried to
called
look it up.
Undead.
It's called Undead.
By Hollywood Undead.
But it's not.
Oh, interesting.
Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. 'Cause
No.
That's what
Crazy
it sounds
Train
like.
is the original track.
All right, Grandpa.
I guess you're right. It is the same riff. I thought it was the riff for Sweet Dreams Are Made of These.
No, that's
No, that's bum, 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 bum,
Crazy, but that's how it goes.
And ladies and gentlemen, the handsome voice you're hearing is none other than actor, comedian, podcaster,
Oh my God.
Male model.
and male model,
and roll star.
guy most likely to be jerked off to by people at this table.
Guys.
And most likely to play a lover of mine in a Mike Finazzo film, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Josh Kuderna!
Good to be back at the table with you, fellas.
How you been? How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been a fan of the podcast ever since I've been on it, and been paying attention every time that I need to come back to the show. And it seems like you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We
we,
switched up some things.
You have a mouthful of cheeseburger.
I'm
Yeah, we're doing all right.
My window's closing.
Tommy has a mouthful of cheeseburger, but you're dressed in athletic wear. You look like you just finished a workout.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
did,
just
I did.
came back from returning the Infinity Stones to their proper timeline.
Yeah, both. Yeah. I'm working on both. That's my exercise, you know. Some people try to get in their 12,000 steps. Me, it's 5 stones. I got to get those back to the globe. But no, I've been good, man. You know, doing comedy, playing music, all the usual stuff.
You've been getting a lot of gigs in the band.
Yeah. Well,
Tremendous
like
Athlete?
here and there. Yeah, my band, Tremendous Athlete. We have 2 EPs out. They're on Spotify. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
What's an EP mean? An extended play?
Yeah, but those are shorter. I don't know why they're extended, but yeah, they have 5 songs. So if you love extended 5 songs, check it out.
Hey, I tell all my lady friends that this is an EP, but it's shorter.
Yeah, a lot of guys might give you a full LP. I got the EP right here.
You're not getting the long dickin', not tonight.
Girl?
Your last Laugh Finder related appearance was at the end of the Space Finder season.
Yeah.
You played a custodian from Absalom Station.
Yeah, from Dundalk that ended up there, right? Yeah. I had a
You
good time.
realize we're back in the old-timey fantasy world.
Of course, yeah.
Which
Obviously.
everybody
Thank you,
loved
yeah.
that character. That you had. They
Oh,
were-
really?
Yeah, they really loved
Should I bring him back? Ronnie Royale?
No, never
bastard?
again.
Okay, sure.
I think so.
One-trick pony.
Sure. But it's my only trick.
You now look down at a notepad at your feet and scratch it off.
Yeah. Just as a racist Asian guy. All right. I got a couple tricks in here. Who is...
When you were on previously, you were like a sort of a Cockney accent guy in a long leather duster.
Yeah, and then I went to Baltimore guy. So yeah, that's my range.
Excited
It's just
to see
bad
how you
accent.
incarnate this evening.
Sure.
And every
me too.
episode that you've been on
Yes.
has had beatboxing and rapping.
Oh,
that's true.
So
Yeah.
we're not going to break tradition. So not now.
I'm ready.
I'm eating.
Professional broadcaster.
That's how disgusted he is about it.
Do the listeners know about your eating window, Tommy?
Well, I'm not the only one. So Brian is intermittently fasting.
I also intermittently fast. Yeah.
Okay.
And Eric has been dieting.
So is this like a period thing? Like you guys are all syncing up with your intermittent fasting?
yeah.
You're like, oh, we're all 2 to 8 now.
I call him up. I'm like, "What didn't you eat today?"
What's your window?
I pushed mine to 9 so I could call you and be a batch.
I'm eating a cookie. Mm.
So how's your podcast going?
That's fine. It's me and
You can
this
tell
guy
why.
Umar. Yeah, it's called the Digression Sessions, and it's going well. We haven't had like too many guests on lately because it's hard to book. Yeah,
Are you
right.
finally wearing headphones on your fucking podcast?
No,
Oh,
we don't
shame
need
on
it.
you.
We had Aaron on, and he was very upset that we didn't have headphones on. He was just like, "Are you gonna check the levels?"
And you're like, nah.
No, it's like they're good. He's like, you should check the levels. And he started crying blood. I swear to God, he cried blood.
He was drinking out of a glass and smashed it. Really? Check the level.
Hey,
That was
whatever
my-
works for you guys.
Yeah, that's fine. Just waste my time.
They don't do this in South Korea.
Have you no soul?
Oh.
Now, Aaron, I believe you went on a trip recently.
Oh, no, we'll get to that.
All right,
Hey,
all right.
Get
Sorry.
the fuck off.
Okay, it's all right. The window
hosting
the food.
You're a guest.
Wow, the food window closed.
Shut up. Everybody shut the fuck up. I'm immediately hungry if I'm not eating.
But yeah, it's called the Digression Sessions. Me and my buddy Umar Khan, who's been on this show, and he's a comedian as well. And yeah, it's mostly us just like catching up over the week, riffing on stuff. And occasionally we'll have a guest on. And yeah,
You guys have had some very famous guests in the past too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Our biggest was Patton Oswalt. That was the biggest. Yeah, where he ended up just in Hamden. And thank you. That was the power of Twitter. And it's like, hey, if you stay there, I'll interview on my podcast. And he's like, okay. And it's like, okay, all right. And then I just left work immediately. It was like, hi, I'm the guy from the Twitter.
This weekend, Tim Meadows was performing here at Magooby's. And I came to
The
Magooby's
ladies' man himself.
to ask him if he would do a recording here at Magooby's the next day.
Yeah.
And through talking to him, like, we're catching up, everything's going great. And he was like, so how have you been? I'm like, we do these murder mysteries. I've now performed on 3 continents. I've seen a bit of the world. He was like, that's cool. Oh, and we do these comedy or we also I have this podcast that we play Dungeons and Dragons. He was like, so what parts of the world? And I'm like, fair enough.
Do we visit on my podcast? All over the
But
universe.
we were all hands
point.
on deck for Saturday morning to possibly record with Tim
Well,
Meadows.
Ben would have been coming back from work.
Yeah, I was all hands
But
off.
we were going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And as soon as you broke the news to me, I had to just throw away this macaroni statue I was making in the likeness of the ladies' man that I've been working on all night.
I think you could have kept it. You know,
I mean, I did.
Put it,
I put it with the others.
You hateful ate it.
What else am I going to jerk off?
Ate it. Just Death disgust.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Was he a nice guy?
He's always a super nice guy. He actually remembered. I don't know if he remembered me.
I was going to say always. I didn't know you were like long-term friends.
Well, no, the first
You
two
call
times
him.
I've met
You call him Timmy.
So far.
Oh, you're talking about Timmy? Timmy's nice.
Oh, I call him Medi Meds. But anyway, Medi and I.
Sure.
We. No, I was like, I saw him and I was like, oh, hey, I'm Tommy. I worked with you last time you were here in Baltimore. And he was like, yeah, at that other club. And I was like, yeah, the Comedy Factory. He was
Ooh.
like, I fucking hated that place.
Yeah,
Hell
everybody
yeah.
does.
He said that he was like, do you remember there was the crowd was being so loud and talkative and disruptive that I just turned my back on him. And I told them, like, I'm not turning around until you guys pay me some attention.
Oh.
And because he said that his
That's the way
agent,
to win him over.
No.
his agent was like, hey, they tried to
I'd
book
cry a
him
little
again. And the agent was like, hey, do you want to come do Baltimore Comedy Factory? And he was like, Baltimore, why does that stick out? And he Googled it and found someone had posted an image of him with his back to the audience. So, but I'm sure he had a great time here.
Sure.
The factory is also where someone got stabbed.
Yeah, the Airy
No.
Spears show.
Different factory, though. That's when it was
Different
down.
location.
Yeah, that's when it was downtown.
Yeah.
Now
The
they.
Baltimore Murder Factory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now it's in a much worse area.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
think they upgraded. They're in a Best Western.
Yeah.
So,
in
you know.
an area that used to be a bus station.
Yeah.
It's still a bus station.
Yeah.
The stickiest of floors.
Yeah.
Way better than that La Quinta they were in before.
Yeah, that was trash. Yeah, it's a Best Western. It's the best. Okay. Yeah, the place is awful. You ever
So
do?
you've been doing any festivals or anything? I thought it was
I did the DC Underground Comedy Festival. I got to do that with that dude Rami. That guy that's got a show on Rami Youssef. It's on Hulu. He was really funny. He was good. And what's his face? Todd Barry was on the show.
Nice.
He's this tall. This tall, that fella.
He's a little pocket. He's an actual berry.
Yeah, he's so tight. Yeah.
My name's Todd Barry.
Hi, y'all.
Please don't squish me.
Yeah.
I don't want to whine. Can you bring me a water? No, lift me up to the table to get the water.
All right, so you guys have seen his act. Okay. All right. You know. All right, yeah. He did all the hits. He was good. No, and him and Rami like kind of got into it while they were on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really weird. It was like I can't tell if this is real or not because Todd was on stage. He went up before Rami, and he was doing a bit, and somebody right in front of him. The way Big Hunt is in DC, like the people, like the stage is here, and then the people are like 6 inches from you. They're like right there, and the person right in front of him just started texting, and he just goes, "Wow. I cannot believe you are doing that. You are right in front of me. That is insane." And just like kind of made fun of him. He's like, "All right, now I'm going to close. This is a really good joke. People have almost not checked Facebook during it. That's how good of a joke it is." And then so Rami goes up and he's like, "Yeah, give it up for Todd. I like Todd a lot. Like, you know, he kind of went after my audience. And that's cool. I like you guys. So like, you're my audience. I want you to do whatever you want to do. If you want to like check your text, just go for it. I don't care. You know, like Todd, like he likes to isolate. I don't do that. You know, but like, yeah, it was weird. It was like, yeah, it's like okay. Like I thought they were friends, just kind of like busting balls, and they might have been, but it got like just a little weird.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey guys, fuck Todd's wife. I know I did."
Who's done it by round of applause? The guy up front's like, "I'm texting her right now."
I sent her an upskirt of Todd.
He's this big. He's so tight.
Please put your phone down.
Don't disrespect me. But then he goes, he's like, "Todd, we're very similar comedians, right? Wouldn't you say like we're like the same? Like we're like the same guy?" And he just goes, "Our material's not." And like kind of in a way of like being like, "Mine's better." And like literally the crowd was like, "Ooh." And then they went back and forth for a while.
But that's like that's even you saying that sounded like the voice of Todd Barry, like, you know, yeah, like
not our comedy.
not material's not, you know, sort of.
Yeah. And then Rami went on to be like, "Yeah, no, like Todd's doing well. I mean, he was in The Wrestler, what was that, like 15 years ago? But he's doing fine." And like,
and the whole crowd was just stretching their neck. Jesus.
Passive aggressive volley after volley. Oh god.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. Yeesh.
But you got paid though, right?
Oh, definitely.
No.
And it was cool to see that.
Is anybody here performing at Artscape?
No.
I had no idea.
I forgot it was happening until somebody posted about it. I was like,
Oh yeah, I am.
Oh,
God damn.
so we gotta. I always miss sign up because I never hear about it until someone's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm performing at Artscape."
I actually checked the thing, and it was like for 2018, and then I saw someone post
If you'd
it.
like to see every one of our guests perform at Artscape, they'll be there.
It's such a good deal, too. $100
Yeah.
bucks? Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, for 10
Easy.
minutes, yeah.
Easy.
But fuck, if you're hosting, would you get like $1,000 or
Yep.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy work, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, love it. Love it. Yeah, one year they just they forgot, I think, about the people that submitted everything. And so they just had everybody else that they had on the previous year.
Yeah.
So I kept getting like messages from people. They're like, "Hey, I got an email that says I was accepted to Artscape. I see that you're hosting. I live in New York now. I'm not coming back for this."
Well, you're like, "Well, you're lost."
Yeah, you're on
was
it.
it?
All right. Fuck, who was it? I think it was Tim Unkenholtz.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh, Timmy Unks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good time. You could probably get on it though.
I mean, I would like to.
There's always next year.
Whenever I always forget. I always forget to sign up for things. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of easy, sitting to your left, he goes by Easy, and he's
Yes.
super easy to have sex with.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Huge
actor,
butthole.
comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Thank you so much. much, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
I'm reprising my role as Big Flea. I'm a gambler, a gunslinger, and a dubious scoundrel of the highest order.
A gunslinger?
A gunslinger. That's the sound that it makes when I put my gun in my sling.
Sling.
It's like a Western Popeye.
I got to ask you, has anybody addressed the haircut?
No, I haven't noticed at all.
Aaron, we don't talk about
so-
it.
If we ignore it, it will go away.
I got a mullet, guys. I officially cut a mullet into my head right here.
It is glorious.
It is.
Can you
Don't
spike
break
up
his
the top
heart.
a little bit
His
for
achy,
us?
breaky heart.
Oh,
This is about as much volume as
You
it
have very
has.
thin hair.
I
like
do.
It's a
fine.
little.
It's fine. It's like angel hair.
Yeah.
That's what my mom
It's like
called
when a
it.
mouse sneezes. It goes,
Will you just in slow motion kind of make the back? There it is. Oh
wow.
So I got this cut in, and this has been about over a year in the making. This was the end
This
game.
was premeditated.
This was I started
this
this.
was an accidental mullet.
I started
I
this.
thought it would have been an impulsive.
Oh my
No,
God.
no. This
What have I
started-
done?
This started back at the very end of 2017. I started cultivating this, and
You had
at
a
first
big mop
it was
of hair that was just all over the place.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the
it
end
was
of 2017,
long.
he was like, you know what? I'm done having sex.
It was exactly. It was
Say,
exactly
your
this
wife-
long.
Your wife is on board with that plan?
I'll
We're
get
both
to,
counting down the days
I'll
on the
get-
calendar.
I'll get to the wife soon enough.
Oh boy.
Okay, so my wife, at no part has she been okay with this hair. Hair in general, just like she likes it short and to the point. And I have it. I told
And
her
you're
that
like,
I'm
I'll meet you halfway.
Marriage is all about compromise.
That's what this is. Compromise in the front.
So I knew I always wanted this mullet done, and so I told the old lady, I said, "Honey, I'm going in. I'm gonna go get a haircut." She said, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And
I've been waiting so long.
I go into the barber shop, which is the local sports clip in Carroll County, Maryland.
I hate sports.
And I walked in. Right when it opened, there was still an hour wait, which was I thought a little ridiculous, but whatever. I
You
get
went
in
on a
there.
weekend.
I went on a weekend.
Yeah, that's
so
the
it was the
problem.
only time I had, right? So I waited. I actually ran some errands, came back, and I sat down, and she was like, "So, I looked at your stats. You haven't been here in a while.
Your
I don't
stats?
know what the yeah, 'cause they
They're really
keep,
taking the
what's
sports
the
thing
RBI?
too far.
they keep my past haircuts on lock." And she was just like,
Yeah.
"You've never had this before."
Right.
And I was just like, "Oh, I know." And so she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I want a mullet." And she was like, "Oh." I was like, "Yes." And I pulled up pictures and screenshots
Of gay
of
porn.
riffraff,
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
So I'm showing her my favorite gay porn. I'm like, I want a mullet. Can you do a mullet? You can do a...
I want to look like this guy's
These
dick.
are all genitalia.
And she was straight faced about it. She
So-
was just like, "Okay, sir."
First of all, we're in so one of the questions I asked her, we finally stopped, and she was just like, "All right, Billy Ray Cyrus, this is, I think we can do this for you." And I was just like, "I'm on board. Let's do it." So she's starting to get into it, and she's cutting it away. And I
Did
was
she
like,
do the sides first or the top?
She went sides first. Well, first there was a general trim just
Yeah.
to get it down, and then we kind of worked it down to this.
Sure.
And as it's happening, I was just like, "Sue, is this the first mullet that
Yeah.
you've cut?" And she almost spit takes. She's like, "My first mullet." She's like, "Honey, you're in Carroll County. We cut mullets here." And I was like, "Yes, I've come to the right spot."
I was
Wow.
at the Goodwill the other day getting some cool clothes. And,
Sure. Sure.
I found it while I was waiting for Lou to come out of the dressing room. I found a book and it said the world's dumbest inventions. And I was flipping through it, and one of the pages was the mullet.
Oh.
And immediately took a 10-second video and sent it to Eric.
Yes.
Now, did you were watching yourself in the mirror as this was this transformation was happening?
Yes.
What was going through you? Were you like, "This is the man I was dreaming"?
Yeah, were you
funny.
feeling
I was
electric?
giggling.
I can't wait.
hysterically.
Finally comfortable
Well, we
in my
started
own body.
Finally, I could go out for cigarettes and never come back.
in this
I always wanted to spit in a spittoon.
in this packed house of people, we started to get a little bit of like the attention of everybody looking over, like this motherfucker's getting a mullet.
Yeah.
And first she did this. So this picture right here was how it was coming along, which I thought was really funny. Which is, she was like, we could just leave you in Egyptian.
If Eric brings it, I'll put it up.
I have woken up next to that more than once.
Wow.
And so I looked at this, and then people are kind of watching. I was like, berries and cream, berries and cream. I am a boy who likes berries and cream.
So you made this an entertainment spectacle.
So yeah,
for
and so now
everyone
it's a
involved.
spectacle. And I walked out.
They're charging people a nickel to come look at
So-
it.
Yeah.
She
Look at
whittles
the man
this.
behind the curtain.
She whittles this thing down, and I walked out, and I've never felt this level of confidence in myself. First of all,
Yeah.
it was laughter and confidence. I went like this when I turned around. I was like, she was like, "Is this what you want?" I was like, "Goddamn right, it's what I want.
Wow.
It's all I've
Goddamn
ever
right."
wanted.
No.
And I walked
Just gotta
out
follow
with
Travis
this
Tritt all
mullet
summer.
right
Oh,
here, with
God.
lots to the tens.
Okay, listeners, look up there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
top is blown up.
Also, the Metallica shirt is so
Yeah,
perfect
it
with
was
that.
just-
Did
So-
you? What kind of change of personality came over you?
I didn't even.
He spits his
He
fucking-
raced him to beat his wife.
Skull actually naturally formed from my salivary glands.
Right.
Packed a lip.
You
Went
had
right
to.
to his sister's house and fucked her mouth.
I can't help it.
All the incest porn that I watched felt regular. It didn't feel dirty. Everything was out in the open.
Come
on, man.
Search history. The word taboo disappeared.
Did you immediately go out and buy yourself a pair of Oakley blades?
No, but I did buy these
Hold on, he's got.
party shades right here because I was like, I'm going to.
Wow.
No. Looks like
Yeah.
I'm watching a fucking damn Yankees game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Incredible.
this is the life I'm living right now.
What kiosk
Now, what
did you get that?
when you went home
Online.
to the wife, what was her reaction?
Oh, gosh.
And all right, for as excited as I was, take the polar opposite of disappointment and shame. The second I walked in, she just like I was like, and she looked at me. She was like, God damn it! And I could almost hear the puss wagon shutting. Like I could hear the sound of her vagina snapping shut until this is fixed.
So
You
It's
heard,
troubling
you
on a
heard
number
from
of
below.
levels.
You heard from her pants. You heard, close the gate! Close the gate! It's a mullet! Close the gate!
did you have it? Were you like, this is going to be a temporary gag, and then I'll cut the back, or were you just like, now this is me?
I'm making her feel like it's going to be a while, but it's not going to be forever. I
Okay.
think I'm going to wear this thing out to Mexico,
10,
to Joe and
10,
Katie's wedding.
15 years max on this thing, right?
Yeah.
10, 15.
Well, there's
Until
so
it's all
much-
your children remember.
Well, I look at it like this. I live for the new experiences of the world, and after I'm done with this experience, it'll be gone, and I won't need to do
I'd
it.
say keep
and
it
I'm
until
trying
you're
to-
completely bald on top.
I'm also trying to get it enough so that I can donate a 9-inch ponytail to Locks of Love, which I
okay.
still have intact
No.
back here.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the
It's gonna be like,
party.
you should have let me die.
Yeah, I don't
So
think
some
they-
child can
Yeah.
walk around with this haircut
No.
next.
I'm pretty.
It's like, this is worse than
Yeah. 100% sure. Yeah, they have a no mullet rule.
Why, that's the cursed wig. Everyone who wears it hangs themselves.
Oh, God. They're
Some
making
little-
wishes a gun.
So no, I think, and a part of it is definitely last week's guest, Joe Robinson. He's getting married to Katie, and this haircut is giving her a level of anxiety that she doesn't need. And I'm going to make sure it makes it all the way to Mexico because I
Nice.
want to be in photo pictures.
As you
Yeah.
should.
I want to be. My wife bought me very inappropriate swim trunks, and that was her idea.
To go
So
with
I'm
the
gonna.
mullet.
Yeah.
I
Was it
want to.
before or after the mullet?
This was after the mullet.
Oh,
She's bought in.
she's coming
like,
around.
Now
She's coming
just
around.
Like, no,
She's going to get herself a fee mullet.
she's.
Oh.
Let's just say
God.
there are Baywatch-esque Speedo shorts that have been purchased for me, not by me. My wife was just
Right.
like, she was like, try these on, and I pulled them up. I was like, no, you didn't
Yeah.
get these for
God,
me.
please tell me there's a Confederate flag on
No stars and bars,
Okay.
but
it. Just taints and ain'ts.
yeah. I look like I hate black people enough with the hair. Like I don't need the stars and bars to give me that stigma.
And
just be
speaking of
redundant.
speaking of party in the back, ladies and
The
gentlemen,
star of the show.
actor, comedian, writer, Mr. Brian Preston. Just keep your asshole.
Chris. That's not signifying.
No. Brian, are you working on a mullet? Your hair is very
you
long.
You could rock it awesome.
I could. You know what? Actually, when I was a kid, and a long, long time ago, called 1991,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I had a similar haircut to Eric,
I
but it
can
was on a
picture it.
tiny mixed child. There's photos somewhere at my parents' house.
Oh,
We called
please
it a
bring
mullet.
that.
I have to go to my parents' house.
Yeah,
and, like,
use your
get them.
flip phone and take pictures of those next
I'll
time
just
you're
visit,
there.
like I will just go and like break the photo, just break the picture case. And just get them out of there.
You're going to be cursed.
Yes, cursed to have a luxurious mullet, just a racially confused mullet in fucking 2019. It's gonna be
Beautiful.
awesome.
Just
Honestly,
beautiful.
It's a metaphor for Trump's America.
Ugh.
I know that's disgusting.
Speaking of metaphor of Trump's America.
Oh, that's all I get. Okay, that's fine. I'm playing Holy John. You can move on.
What's new with you, Brian?
Nothing. I'm kidding. And all sorts of things. The only interesting thing that happened to me is I had sex with a woman that was so loud my next door neighbor threatened to call the police on me.
Hell yeah.
I know.
Like she was that loud, or were you like?
She was that loud.
Yeah.
Tommy.
It was like you were riding Falcor.
Yeah.
That was. I may have used the word when it was a female life.
Yeah. She's just like, call the police.
Yes.
If you can hear me, call the police.
I also like the idea of sex with you that she just goes, wee!
Yeah, it was pretty much, and then, like, we just flew over some of her childhood goalies. And they were terrified.
Chase them in the dumpster.
Yes, they ran into a dumpster in fear. An old man almost died. A horse drowned. It was an
Oh, my
experience.
God.
So your neighbors spoke with you the next day?
No, actually, he called my friend who I rent the house from. He kept calling him every time it happened, and he was like, I'm going to call the fucking
Every
police.
time.
Yes.
This is all in one night?
Yes.
Whoa.
I know.
Yeah, wait, what
Brian.
time was this sex happening?
So
Between
they threatened
the
to call.
hours of like 11 and 3.
They threatened
in
to
the
call
morning?
the cops one and a half times. That
in
is
the morning.
fucking-
11
no.
a.m. to 3.
No, 11 p.m. to about 3 a.m.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Yeah,
a lot
what
of
are you
energy,
What
man.
are you doing?
Yeah. Well, you have 2 kids. I'm not explaining it to you.
Hey, Aaron has had sex exactly
2
2
times.
times.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Certainly never since.
Yikes.
And speaking of dry spell, sitting next to you, the WY Pure Rock God who was back from not only Chicago, but Seoul, South Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron
안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
All right.
Whoa.
I'm already hard.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm done.
It's good to be back at the table with you guys.
Yeah.
I've had so many adventures since I last saw you.
You've grown as a person. We hardly recognize you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I told you I wasn't going to come back empty-handed from Seoul.
You got his gifts?
If you have a human head, I swear to God.
Oh.
Now I have to tell you, it's not. Don't get excited. It is not panties from a vending machine.
Oh.
Tell your story
Get out.
walking
In fact,
then.
I have no idea what these things are, but they are for you to taste and decide for yourselves. These are various Korean delicacies.
Oh, what airport terminal did you get?
Yeah,
I got
right.
these from the Seoul airport.
They call this Panera.
Everything is in Korean, so I'm not sure.
Here, I read a little
You
Korean.
read Korean? Please,
No, I don't
help
read
us.
Please, God, don't read that.
Oh yeah.
There's
Let me read it out loud.
You can speak. You can speak it, but you can't read it,
listeners,
right?
I've opened sort of like a dessert bento box here that's got some of these. They look like Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Some of them look like I don't know,
Cat poop.
dolmas.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do
cat.
Buddy, what do you feed your kids?
This is like I don't know. Try it. Try the stuff.
Okay, I will try.
You got that
Aaron.
on camera?
Interesting. South Korea, they have rice there.
Yeah. So
The world is getting smaller.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Hold on, let me see.
yeah.
Are we
so
going to dig
I was-
into some of this?
Yeah,
what are we
help
going to
yourself.
do?
We're gonna all just chew into the mic, right?
Hand me something. Hand me something.
I'm going to get this. I don't know. Ooh, these look like delicious candles.
Yeah, that's
Just like
soap. That's hand soap.
just like the type of
Is it?
candles we have at home.
Take a bite of the hand soap.
This
And
better not
maybe-
be Korean Viagra.
Maybe it's seaweed flavored. I don't know.
Also, Tommy, your window is closed. Are you okay?
Is it sour?
This tastes like the best cat treat ever.
It's rice based.
Yes.
It tastes like a weed edible with no weed.
Yeah.
Dorian, you want in on this?
I do, actually.
Yeah, here.
All right,
help
mystery
yourself.
thing number
Yeah.
2.
It's like waxy rice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you, we set up a
Dorian's
stand,
going for
boys.
the Rice Krispie
We're sitting on a
treats.
gold mine.
Right here.
Yeah. So, what can I tell you? I spent a week in Seoul, South Korea at the Seoul Foreign School, which is an international school, and spent the week, like, training kids on the philosophy and methodology of, like, active listening and empathy and talking to strangers.
Brian, what have you been up to? No, sorry.
And they spoke English?
Yeah, so in international schools are all over Asia and all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And what they are English-speaking schools for the children of
Dignitaries?
diplomats and dignitaries and like people that are in big like multinational corporations. It's like a private school it's an English-speaking private school for people of means in these various countries.
Gotcha.
So these are kids who very much live in a bubble.
Rich smarty pants.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So wait, you sent these bubble children out to the mean streets of Seoul?
Yeah. So at the end of the week, we sent them all out into the streets of Seoul with microphones to interview strangers, like a la Out of the Blocks.
Oh.
And they all had like mild panic attacks and anxiety about it.
And only a few came back.
Only a few came back. But they came back with great stories.
Yeah, it's like the military. It's
And
like, some of
that's
you
up
will
on-
not make it back here.
That was this week as a recording of this week's episode of Out of the Blocks, right?
Yeah, we just put the episode out today as we're recording, so it's out. You can hear kind of these kids wandering around, fumbling around, trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, it was
Class
interesting.
number 1, kids. Always carry a dummy wallet with you.
But the thing I really enjoyed there was, everything is in English as well as Korean, but like the restaurant names are in this kind of English that is like maybe makes sense or maybe doesn't. Like there was a waffle cone place that was called Better Than Waffle.
Ooh.
It should have been called Better Than Nothing.
Yeah.
What is it? That's it. No, it's just IHOP there.
was-
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Better Than Waffle.
Some
Yeah.
neon. There was like a neon arrow pointing down some stairs with a sign that said like "Private Coin Singer."
Ah, I love that. That's a great movie.
private coin singer.
But my favorite,
for money.
my favorite place that I saw,
That's redundant.
I actually took a picture of it and sent it to you, is a bar called Come in Beer.
Like, is this an IPA?
All right.
It's very hoppy.
And what would you like, sir? Can I get the Common beer? Okay, fine. Everybody wants the fucking Common beer.
So wrong.
It was wild though. 9.7 million people in that city.
Jesus.
Skyscrapers as far as the eye can see.
It's the biggest little city, though. Has a real small town feel.
Yeah.
If you're-
Weirdly tranquil, although it's just packed shoulder to shoulder with people. It's because they're all sort of cowed into submission by the CCTV cameras that are everywhere. Anyway, enough about my dystopian.
As we look right into the GoPro cameras.
Speaking
You
of
ever feel like you're being watched?
cowed into submission,
By the way, I'm playing Wilhelm Mordecus, 9th level cleric, etc., as a thought.
yeah, we've replaced you with Ben in a robe.
Yeah.
You've been a puppet. You've been a computer monitor with an animated head in a robe. And it's good to have you in the flesh.
Yeah.
Or is
Thanks.
it?
Did you show the kids this podcast over there? Did you expose them? No.
And speaking of being cuckolded, ladies and gentlemen, sitting behind the Quality Time soundboard, the best audio mentor in the biz, Mr. Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Hey guys.
What's up, Ben?
And sitting directly across from me, behind the trifold of power, ladies and gentlemen, the best damn DM, Dorian Gray!
Hello, my name is Dorian Gray, and I am your GM today. So why don't we get started?
Our celebrity guest GM.
Ooh.
Previously on Labfinder. The Odd Company acquired some new weapons. We also found the book that explains the Amber Chalice, which is at the center of the giant amber bubble that is menacing the landscape. We also discovered that our friend Pendrick, the dwarf, is dead.
This is what I imagine a spider's egg sack.
Delicious.
The boys around the table are still enjoying their
He's a
Korean delicacies.
Big fan.
The crew returned to Red Point to find the city in utter chaos and disarray. The amber bubble has reached the edge of the city. On the other edge of the city, one Volo Bremmeyer is holding the food source of the city hostage on some farmlands. Lady Marigold, in an effort to provide some sort of relief, attempted to send a food caravan into the city. We needed to get that food caravan past Volo Bremmeyer and his evil legions. So Barsoul's crew decided to throw their hand in. They went in disguise, and they got their caravan captured on purpose so that the real caravan could do an end around and make its way to the hungry citizens of Red Point. Unfortunately, the Odd Company and the real caravan have been stopped in their tracks by, as I'm given to understand, some menacing black creatures.
Oh, Aaron.
They're called squeegee kids there.
Which are currently surrounding us.
Squeegee men.
And that, my friends,
Squeegee people.
brings us up to the present.
This thing legit.
All right.
I finally found the one that tastes like.
Dorian is standing up behind his custom trifold, looking at the battle board in front of him, arranging
Well,
his papers.
No, that's
As we know, you were surrounded by these creatures. They're like the color of pitch, but they seem to have these fungal-like growths all over their body.
Nice.
Some of them seem to be, their mouths are foaming with a glowing green sort of sludge. And they move to attack. So if everyone can get your...
It's not raining, Ben. It's not raining.
I poke my head out.
It's always raining.
No.
We had 4 episodes of rain.
Yeah.
It's like the Seattle of
Yeah.
fantasy world.
That's just
But
Eric's
before that-
wife's puss. That's all. I'm thinking about that mullet.
But before I begin, something familiar happens to one of your number. They melt, and then they start to bubble and effervesce, and bones start to strengthen and lengthen, and color starts to change. And then Will, I'm sorry, Rental Shoe has taken another form.
I can't do the Baltimore guy again.
You can do whatever you want.
Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? Good to see you again.
Hey, Rory, Ron the Alabaster!
Yeah, it's me. How you doing? Yeah, they let me off from my janitor job to help you guys fight these damn creatures there. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind cleaning up their blood when we're done with them.
So for our listeners, tell our listeners what your name is, who you are, where you come from.
I'm Ronnie Rory Alabaster. I'm from Dundalk, and I'm here to fuck up some gross, foamy creatures that have lesions on their face. We call them heroin users where I'm from. We're having a good time out here with the guys. I was a janitor over there in Epsilon, and no, it's just good to be here with just one more time. Let's do it.
Ronnie Rory Alabaster.
Yeah, that's me.
Rory
And don't tell nobody that I beat anybody up too bad. I am on disability, and I depend on that check. So thank you.
Also, if you see any cameras, make sure you point it out, because I'm on disability. I can't lift nothing in
Yeah,
front
I'm
of
not
people.
allowed. Not allowed. So yeah, y'all could be cool about that. Thank you.
Getting the battle board
So
arranged
welcome
here.
to Red Point.
Oh, thank you.
It's a little bit different than your other transplanar experience in the Epsilon Station.
Sure, it's different, but that doesn't make it bad. You know, that's what I always say about Baltimore, right? That's what makes it the greatest city in the world. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fuck them up. Let's go. Let's protect this house. All right? Let's go, dude. This is Birdland.
I gotta be honest with you, Rory. You're my favorite person to join the Odd Company.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. Let's fuck them up.
Dorian is placing the bad guys, the menacing black creatures,
Why did you use Leon?
Hey, that guy looks like the ladies'
on
man.
the battle board.
You kind of sound like the ladies, man.
Oh, there's the ladies' man figurine.
We're lined up like British soldiers from the Revolutionary War.
Are you saying that Tim Meadows is one of these menacing black creatures? He's a very nice guy.
This is what happens when you don't do the show, Tim.
Wow, there are 5 of them surrounding the Odd Company.
Okay, so just to let you know, the 2 on the ends there, they're actually large 7.5-foot tall creatures with jagged, sharp teeth and claws, and the other 3, the ones that look suspiciously like Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and the Ladies' Man, they are more human-sized.
Oh, okay.
And they have stingers.
Do you know what these creatures are called?
You do not yet.
What? I was just making a Grip Electric joke, you guys. That's it.
So let me get an initiative roll from everyone.
Oh, initiative.
Hey, let me just get my dice over here. These mine?
Yeah, that's why I threw them to you a half hour ago.
Yeah, I know that. I'll see if you do.
Got an 18.
I got a 16.
I got a 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, gotta get those shit rolls out of the way.
Ooh, I got a 23.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there we go, dude. 23.
And Big Sleeve?
16. 16 for the Slee Meister.
What do you think of those Korean cat treats?
I tell you, man. Anytime I go to like an anime convention.
Were you about to say Jap convention?
I meant to say Japanese.
I end up down there at one of them Jap halls.
I'm very sorry.
I think they call
the word after the first syllable.
One of those common beer cons.
The candy always looks like, oh, this is going to be great, and you're always like, this is like the Kix cereal of candy.
It looks so much better than it tastes. Yeah.
I mean, say what you will about the American FDA, but our preservatives make things delicious.
Like, this thing looks like one of those ice cream bars, like, you know the ones, the chocolate eclair ones?
Yeah.
But it definitely...
It's filled with spider
It tastes
jizz.
like a Nerf ball.
Yeah.
What,
And it's like a faded zombie flesh color.
and if you throw it, it makes a vortex sound, which is pretty cool, too.
And if it hits the ground and pops, it releases its spores.
I believe this is how these creatures were formed. They ate weird Korean delicacies.
I say to you, Chamanayo. That means you're welcome.
Oh, chamanea. How do you say thank you?
Yeah.
I like child mayo, too.
I would like to say,
gotta fucking list there.
I would like to say chimney to you two. That's very nice.
Chimmery to you too.
Jiminy, Cherie,
Yeah. Thank you.
Good. I almost said good rock.
All right.
It's good that you didn't say it.
I didn't
You
say
almost,
it.
First
you
up
almost
to
said
bat
good rock.
Is what is your character's
Rory
name?
Rally Rory Rory Albasser. Goddamn, who don't know that?
Oh, Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie Rory.
Yeah,
Well,
just
it's
like
Ronnie's turn.
Just like
Yeah.
my country tis of thee.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know which one to roll. So you guys
Well,
tell
what
me.
do you want to do? You have a
Oh, I want to
sword
see the
that-
Ravens. Oh, okay, sorry.
When you draw your
Yeah.
sword, you also get to decide what your sword looks like.
Oh, I draw it out, and it looks just like the Iron Man Cal Ripken's bat, signed by him. That's what it looks like right there. Okay, so it's a big ass black ass bat.
Man,
What?
a lot of unintentional racism going on.
I wasn't even thinking that.
So, Rory,
Yeah,
I
who
believe
you
this is.
want?
I believe this is you.
Yeah,
You're
that's you.
All right.
much more of a fighter. I'd
All
say
right.
move into tactical distance and then
Yeah.
strike down upon your foes.
You need to decide, do you want to go for one of the big guys on the ends or
Yeah.
one of the human
I
sized
thought I want to go after Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
He's too good for this podcast. I'll kill his ass, dude. I'll fucking wreck him. I'm gonna wreck him, dude.
You want to move into tactical range then?
Yeah, let's
So
tactical
move
it.
your guy right up in front of you.
I have
Okay,
mixed
all
them
right.
up. That's not you.
No.
That's
All
not
right,
you.
yep.
The guy with the bow and arrow.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just see if y'all knew. That's all. All right, here I am. Right? About to bow his ass right in the face.
All right, now roll your D20. That one,
That's what? Yeah.
Whatever you get, add 15.
All right. Hey, 11 plus 15. So that's
26.
26. Yeah, let's all say it at the same time.
Okay, so that hits. And then let's roll it again to see if your second attack hits. And this time roll add 11.
Okay, 9, 11.
20.
Tragedy. Oh, it's 20. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that hits too. All right, now you can roll your damage,
Okay, which one's that?
which is
Same one?
2d6
Okay.
square ones.
Okay, hold up. Square.
You
Wait.
don't hear. Use these.
Oh, it's in the use that.
Oh, all right.
Now I know where that. Yeah, there's
Okay.
a die in my bag.
All right. Got 11.
11. Add 15 to that.
Ooh, 26, dude.
26 for your first hit,
Yeah.
and then roll again for your second attack.
Whoa. All right. Here
And
we
that's
go.
2d6 plus.
What?
Dropping some.
Is that 2d6 plus 6? And no,
Fifth ward bees
Yeah.
on him with that bat.
what is it? 2d6 plus 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got 26, so 32 for the first one.
and then 7 on this one.
7 plus 13 is 20 plus 6, 26.
Ooh,
So we had
I'm gonna fuck you up, Tim
that's a
Meadows.
grand slam.
yeah, dude. 62 points of damage.
So you swing with all your might and you hit him with that bat,
Yeah.
and its head goes flying off.
There we
go, dude.
Sounds like his career.
It's out of
Somebody
here.
knocked him over.
Yeah.
Ah, knock his damn
I'm
head off.
sorry, Melly Meadows.
It was a good 10-year run.
All right.
Next is one of the bad guys.
Listeners,
Oh,
if
no.
you're keeping count, that's one bad guy down, 4 to go.
Now we're gonna beat Superman.
One of the large bad guys from the end is moving
Hey.
into tactical range of Ronnie Rory Alabaster
Hey, that's fucked
and
up.
his teammates.
All right. You see the green goo begin to spew from his mouth more and more until finally you see a surge from its stomach
He has
into
a belly
its
full
throat.
of Korean candy.
And he goes, and it spews a cone of acid. I'm gonna need to see reflex saves from, it looks like Arcane and Wilhelm and Holy John.
Oh man. Okay, so that's
Oh,
13.
natural 20.
15.
23. Critical reflex.
All right, so you make it.
Got no goo on me.
Oh, you still get some. You just take half damage.
Oh,
Hey.
You still get some goo on you.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna get a little goo here.
I'm really covered.
who was I
in
talking to
some
the other day who
sweet
didn't know what
semen.
bukkake was?
Were you
No one
in
at this
Korea?
table.
I was gonna say, was it a
No, it
child?
was back here. It was back in Baltimore.
Was it a rich child
was
in
just
Was it
like
one of your
international school?
It was one of my children. I had
One of your children, the teacher of your children.
You don't know what bukkake is?
but I was
I'm
like,
12.
Oh, listen, my laugh finder friends have taught me all about this. Let me explain.
Okay.
I like it because Aaron's now become the cool kid to his friends now, like
Yeah.
away from us.
Oh, so Aaron, you take 14 points of damage.
13, all right.
14.
14.
And everyone else, Holy John and Arcane, take 28 points of damage
Oh my god.
for this round.
Wait, so I'm taking that too?
No, you're good.
Okay.
What's 51 minus 14?
37.
Thank you.
Next is
37.
Big Sleeve. Oh, by the way, Big Sleeve has those fingerless gloves, right?
Yeah, it gives me +2 initiative.
Okay, I'm just making sure you remember that.
I applied it in the last roll. I just rolled an 8,
He
so.
also gets +6 to acoustic guitar tracks.
So I pull out my 6th string and I've been playing a little ditty called "I'm a Cowboy," and on a steel horse I ride. And I'm wanted, and I'm stuck at that point. I don't know where the lyrics go from there.
That or a lot.
Hold on, I start writing down what you guys are saying. I'm like, that sounds like a hit.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Yeah.
The people.
Yeah.
So I think Big Slee is just gonna simply turn this way at about a 60-degree angle.
Yeah.
And look at this cyborg-looking guy right here. And we're going to hit him with a little up close and deadly and go for a double attack here. And then the first attack, We're rolling a 20, not a nat 20.
Can we have louder buzz?
That's a hit.
And then with my second attack, we're hitting them with an 11.
A total 11?
Yeah. No. Okay, so we got one hit out of the two there.
Did you read that link yet? That tells you how to build your guys.
Maybe I'm saving it for a rainy day.
Okay.
It won't stop raining, Eric.
All right, now I'm gonna shoot this guy real quick here.
While he's doing that, Eric also pointed out that there are the hurricanes coming up this season. There's a Hurricane Aaron and a Hurricane Dorian.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we got 6, 11, 12, 13.
Bam! How are you going to feel rooting for a hurricane?
No shame in my game.
Come in, Laugh Fighter, coming to destroy the Gulf Coast near you.
Hurricane Laugh Finder. That'd be
Next is Wilhelm Waterkins.
So that was, you did some hit points on him, but it didn't take him out?
Not really.
You hit one of the big ones.
Ooh.
Okay. I am going to turn to the giant barfing creature who just spewed slime all over us.
Fuck them up.
Thank God it just came out.
And then you pull out a cup and you say, "Hey, if you're gonna spew,
one thing.
spew into this."
We're taking acid damage.
On your turns.
Oh,
So you take 5 more points of damage.
What if I don't want to?
I'm sorry to hear that.
I say to him, prepare for a little acid damage of your own, brother. And I pull out like 10 fucking micro dots of acid and stick them all over my tongue.
Oh.
It looks like my tongue. I cut my tongue shaving 10 times.
Damn.
Acid all over.
Whoa.
You wait. In 45 minutes, this spell's gonna be amazing.
You're gonna be tripping balls, guy.
Just be cool for like 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna fucking do this spell on you. My eyes roll back in my head. I begin speaking in tongues. And I proceed to...
Conda racist.
Oh, Black Mary family.
I proceed to unleash upon him the spell, Slay Living. I will attempt to slay any one living creature when I cast this spell.
Oh, I hope it's Ben
My
Roethlisberger.
hand seethes with eerie, dark fire. I must succeed on a melee touch attack to touch the target. The target takes 12d6 points of damage, plus 1 point per caster level. If the target's fortitude saving throw succeeds, it instead takes 3d6 points of damage, plus 1 point per caster level. The subject might die from damage even if it succeeds on its saving throw.
Just picture you saying that in this thing's face.
So what is it?
Now,
saving
however,
throw?
if that, therefore,
Fourth
Saving
level
throw is
spell?
Excuse me,
fortitude
sir?
partial.
No?
hold on, not done.
So 10.
By the time I'm done reading the
Plus
spell,
4.
the acid has kicked in.
Ooh,
So
got
10.
him.
It's a 4th level spell.
5th level spell.
5th level spell.
10 plus
10
5
plus
plus...
5.
What's your
10.
attribute?
I think it's wisdom.
Yeah. What's your wisdom bonus?
Wisdom bonus is
Plus 3.
modifier 5.
10, so 20.
So that's a 20.
Oh, God.
Good luck resisting that.
Ooh.
Did he credit? You just made him stronger? He's like, oh,
Okay. How many d6 if they fail?
12?
Dorian made
12.
a face that
12d6 points of damage.
Not
plus
pleasant.
1 point per caster level.
All right, so roll 12 d6.
Plus, what, 9? 12d6.
Here's
plus
7.
9. Oh, we're going to do them all at once?
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Another 7 is 10.
And then here's 2 more. for
2
12.
more. Alright. There it goes. I'm
Okay.
going to clear everything off of this
I got the calculator.
custom velour
By the way,
tray created by Tommy Simbas.
Beautiful.
Dorian's
just beautiful.
face when he rolled was like that of like when I changed a diaper and it was a total blowout underneath the clothes. That was the same face that you made. Like, oh God, no!
Listeners, I want you to hear this. That's the sound of 12d6.
It's also the face Eric's wife made when he walked in the door with
I'm
married to that!
That's the sound of all the baby teeth I've saved my entire
The
life.
bones of my enemy.
I'm ready.
That
6,
sweet
7.
child
Come
ivory.
along at home, listeners, if you want to try and
Delicious.
beat the machine.
Beautiful.
You got the 6?
I got the 6.
Plus 3.
3.
Plus 5.
5.
Plus 5.
5.
Plus 4.
4.
Plus 4.
4.
Plus 4.
4.
Plus 5.
5.
Plus 6.
6.
Plus 2.
2.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
What if
Plus
the
1.
What if the rest of the
53.
rest of the podcast was just that?
47.
Oh shit.
Plus
Plus 9 for my caster level.
It's 56.
They're knock him over.
Pow! We done stuck kryptonite straight up Superman's ass.
Friggin' idiot! Get out of here.
Thank you.
Dumbass.
Glad I can
He's
make
dead.
myself useful.
Next is Arcane's turn.
Okay, Arcane's going to turn to the two that are behind us, the Wonder Woman and the
Cyborg?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that guy right there is Elemental Man.
Metamorpho.
Metamorpho.
The Elemental Man.
Okay.
That was
And
beautiful.
Arcane's going to be like, wait a minute, that book said that their weakness is cold. And he's gonna the pearl that's in his forearm is gonna shift down, much like how Tony Stark when he grabbed all the gems.
Yes.
Spoiler alert!
Oh, so if you haven't seen it by now, go fuck yourself. You're not a Marvel fan.
Yeah, I
There's
feel
a
like
good
our listener
bootleg up.
base is good.
So and he'll
You learned something in the book about these guys?
yeah we learned that they're weak to cold. And I happen to have a pearl that is mounted in me that I can change the elemental effect of any of my spells.
And it also plays
Love it.
foreigners cold as ice.
Yeah.
So
They hate it, dude. They hate it.
he brings it up, and like you can start like his chest plates bulk out, but this time instead of light coming out, like this hoarfrost starts to like creep out from between his plates, and he opens
Oh
it
my
up.
God, Hoarfrost!
Hey, it's
There's
a
like an
frost of
intense
whores,
blue
dude.
light coming out
Bruce.
like of the port in his chest. It says Arcane Grimoire. He goes, "Gah!" And I'm gonna do a fireball, but switch it to ice and drop it right behind these two guys.
It's a sex
Yeah.
worker frost. It's 2019, guys.
Sure. Yeah. Show some
I spell
respect, goddammit.
Hoarfrost with WHORE.
No.
That's what they call Eric Frost's mother. Whoa! I'm just kidding, Eric. We love you.
Eric
one of
Frost
them-
burn.
One of them made their saving throw, the other one didn't.
Okay.
So roll your fireball damage
You sure Natty Bobo's not
and
too close?
I put it way behind him.
Oh, okay.
and add 2d6 to your fireball damage.
12d6.
Oh, you need some D6s?
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Yeah, Aaron has a couple.
1, 2, 3, 4, just a couple. 6, 7, 8,
Listeners,
9, 10.
Tommy has an amazing array of dice in front of him at
Well,
the table.
Here, do you want to run this?
They're all
Oh, yeah, I'm
silver
on it.
and gold. And he's got like a dozen of each.
Can I have that bigger tray?
Certainly.
No, Eric, please sit there and play with your phone.
Sorry, taking major thing from my wife.
Okay, I got a 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3.
43.
44.
44 cold damage.
Okay, so the one that failed its saving throw dies.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Is that Wonder Woman or the Silver Man?
Cyborg. He dies.
That
You want
guy.
to knock him over? You can't reach.
You can-
I'll
yeah.
knock him over.
The one that did make his saving throw dies.
There's one, listeners, if you're keeping count, that's 4 down, 1 to go. One
And it
big
feel
one on
and the air feels like someone just chewed a cool piece of gum.
What I fight
So they're all dead. There's one guy left.
Another fresher in
Next
blood.
is
Mental
Holy
blood.
John's turn.
Mental fresher full of
Well, you know
life.
what? I don't think I can cross that much distance. I've got enough
Stay
taken enough
fresh
ice
and cool.
damage. So I guess in a sort of situation like this,
Fresh goes better, Mentos Freshers. Fresh goes better with Mentos Freshers full of
And
life.
Arcane holds out the pearl, and he's like, Mentos. That's what's making.
Just surrounded by dead bad guys.
well, you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to shake his bone.
Yeah! I like how all that reading, you're just like, I'll do the thing. Same
I'm gonna do the thing.
thing.
I just, you know what? It's about timing, Tommy. We got to build it up. So yeah, it's a fort save, partial or negate, and so that would be for 7d6s of bone shaking damage.
That's a fort save.
It's fort save.
You see violence like this in Dundalk often,
What
Ronnie?
level?
Oh yeah, and I'll try to escape
it's
it
a level 2
honestly.
spell.
But now that it's going towards good, I'm all about it. You know, I like to better my community.
He made a saving throw. So what does he take? What does it say for saving throw?
It says partial or negates and see text and copy paste the text.
Yeah.
So
it's,
it's,
yeah.
so it'd be partial.
Don't worry, guys. It's only the first time he's ever used
No,
this.
it's fine. It's all right, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this.
been
By
3
season
years.
5. By season 5, we're gonna get this.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck them
So
up.
partial,
though.
yeah. We take
I
partial.
still doesn't
damage.
know what this spell is.
I don't, guys. I can't fucking read. I teach English. It's actually, frankly, I think my incompetence is a little bit baller, sir.
What a dirty
Yeah,
secret.
yeah. Shake his bones.
So I'm gonna roll 7 of these motherfuckers.
Okay, I've got the calculator ready and to go.
Divided by
Okay, here we go.
Hey boy.
we got 6,
6,
4,
4,
6,
6,
4,
4,
3,
3,
1,
1,
5.
31.
29.
Divided by 2.
I think we should stop guessing.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
I-
That's
by
14
2.
and a half.
Yeah. So 14.
Yeah. Air. Oh.
And safe for half!
Okay, it's on its
Cameron
last
doesn't know
leg.
math!
If anything, this podcast is a testament to the poor job of the American public school system does. You can't read, you can't do math, it's fine.
I didn't try.
No big deal.
Sometimes we have to find the median of something, which really confuses
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. Why? You
Okay,
know? Just do the average. What are we
That's
doing?
It
what
attacks the person. It is
What are we doing?
But how?
It has
You guys
taken
have these
massive
vaccines for
damage.
autism?
It
What?
attacks the person
Yes.
next to it,
It's insane.
which
Which
is
one
Big
is that?
Slee.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Big Slee, oh god.
Yeah. And also, that's why FDR wasn't autistic.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
What
go.
is your AC?
My AC would
My
be
measles are
22.
acting up.
That's first hit.
I gotta get out of here.
I call him Beazles. 'cause my
second
name's
one's a
Brian.
miss.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Beasel's the broken.
Yeah, Beazles the bro. Oh god, we're not. You know what? Frankly, that's gonna be some bonus
You
content where we
take
all just yell about that show, or else it's gonna go
1
way the fuck
plus
off the
6.
rails.
Is 7 points of damage,
Oh.
Oh.
3 points of acid
Oh.
Like noises from Soul.
from
over
its
there.
acidic claws.
Oh, I forgot. How much can you roll for me?
2.
I go, ow, that feels like
Oh,
acid.
and Holy John.
This burns like the Dickens.
Holy John, you take 5.
Oh, okay. Again, I mean, so I think it's not my turn. So it's another 5.
Oh no, no! If you took it on your turn,
All right,
only
took it on my
five.
time. Okay.
All right. So it is your turn.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Let's go. Let's
on.
go. All right, who should I fuck up over
There's
here?
only one guy left.
Okay, all right. Well, I was just asking, fellas.
There's
you
only
know.
one guy left!
I'm happy to be on the team. I just want to make sure, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Just
All
imagine
right.
you're at a Ravens game and they're kneeling for the anthem.
Oh my god.
Which I was there once when that happened. They were not playing.
Oh no, dude. That makes me madder than when this guy Handy gets in my above ground pool. I tell him not to all the time. Talk about violence, I'll fuck him up.
Andy.
All right.
I don't know why I call him Andy.
Huh? No, it's disgusting. Don't even bring that up. Steals, get out of there. All right. Can I get closer to this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move up into tactical range and use
Okay.
your mythical bat of power.
I'm gonna touch him right there. All right. There you go.
Slugger.
Immediately
All right.
in front of the last
All right.
remaining enemy.
All right.
First
Here we go.
attack.
Here
First
comes,
attack.
Here comes the pitch.
Gonna roll that, add 15.
Okay, 17. All right.
That's a hit.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay, roll again and add 11.
All right. Okay, 19.
That is also a hit.
Okay.
Bang.
Now roll your damage. 2d6 plus 6.
2d6. All right. Here we go. Damage. Let's do some damage, dude. Oh.
Double one.
Double. That's
So
that's 8.
Yeah, it's 8 plus 15.
Oh.
23.
He's dead.
Okay.
Ah,
No,
yeah.
do your second damage. Keep beating his
Oh wait. All right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. This is how you
Hold him
teach.
up. Hold him up.
Yeah, this is how you teach them to stay out of your goddamn above ground pool. There it is. 6.
6 plus 8, plus 6 is 12, plus 13 is 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to mutilate his corpse.
Yeah.
47.
Taking it like a champ.
There it is. Right there, dude.
And then, wait, then it's my turn, and I'm going to attack it.
No mercy. Hell yeah.
Till our boots are gross.
Yeah. Protect this house. Let's go.
Wow, that was exciting. Now, where are we in the grand scheme of things now? We're with a caravan of food.
We tried to circumvent the enemy encampment.
Right.
To go get the caravan.
Oh, we haven't gotten the caravan yet.
As we were in the clearing, these things came out.
So we're still on our way to find the caravan.
Yeah.
Yes, which you do find.
Ooh.
And they immediately draw all their weapons on you.
Ooh.
They who?
The caravan.
I'm going to use prestidigitation while they're looking. I'm going to use prestidigitation to make myself shiny and clean and everything, and I'll be like, greetings! We are the Odd Company. We've come to escort you. There is an enemy encampment that is going to try to stop you from delivering food to the encamped town.
Arcane, quickly offer him some of your gift faces.
Yeah.
Just as a sign of peace.
Drop the name of Lady Marigold.
Lady Marigold.
Hey.
He says,
Larry Manigold
right.
says
You're the Odd Company.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
Oh, okay.
The Odd Company wouldn't just be wandering around in these woods. You're not the Odd Company.
Yeah.
How else can we prove to you that we're the Odd Company?
Let us introduce you.
Well, how
then.
about this?
Yeah.
Is that odd enough for you?
All right, fellas, this is where our barbershop quartet comes in. Let's go. This is why we practice.
Does anyone want to roll either bluff or diplomacy?
I'm good at bluffing.
I have a 13 in diplomacy.
22?
I have a 9 in bluff.
All right, what do you want to tell him?
I have a 20 in
This says I give a mean hand job?
I hold on. Let me get my Chris's blood. I'm a tiefling. That's a fucking face-stealing robot. That's a wizard on acid.
Yeah.
That's some dude. We got the pistolero
How you
over
doing?
here.
Yeah.
He used to be a kind of racist foghorn leghorn type. We're obviously the Odd Company.
Yeah.
Good enough, I guess.
All right. Yeah. Well done.
Well, we have made
I
our
haven't
way
even been
to
with
the
you that
caravan,
long.
providing relief and food to the people of Red Point. Well, all that remains is to get this caravan where it needs to go and feed those hungry souls, which, listeners, you could do for just a few cents a day.
Oh, God.
Comes
You
back
see
from
the
Korea.
flies on their eyeballs.
Yeah.
You see their big round bellies that are bloated with infection and disease. Wouldn't you care to help these people of Red Point?
No.
Find it in your hearts. A few cents a day is all it takes. We'll get that food to where it needs to go.
You have no idea how many pennies they can eat.
Exciting episode of
Woo! All right, guys. Today is June 4th. This episode comes out on June 4th,
Ooh.
I think. Yeah, da-da-da-da.
Wait a minute. Joe Robinson was the second
Joe
episode
Robinson was
this
today. And then we have Jared Stern.
Oh, yeah, we got, okay. So
2 weeks of Jared Stern.
So then we're going to have, this will be the 11th.
Yeah.
This is the 11th.
Oh.
I don't know of anything off the top of my head, and I can't stop.
I have
thinking.
I have a scheduled water gun fight with the community kids that I've called them out. So if you guys want to check that out,
Are you gonna do like six fucking water guns on you like Il Duce in the Boondocks thing?
100%.
okay.
I have a
Got
trench
to.
coat
Wait,
and everything.
What's going to be in
Wow.
these water guns?
I'm calling
Bullets.
the FBI.
Tommy likes to put pee in water guns.
Not just pee, buddy.
How about
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's like a Korean beer, buddy.
spray
That's
those
right.
kids with a little bit of cum,
Less pee than normal.
or just diarrhea?
Oh God, that's what I'll be on the break. Oh, as always, guys, you can check out me on Skullbase on skullbase.net. You can check out on Amazon Prime. You can check out Driven to Succeed, or you also
And
on
Born
Amazon,
in the
and Born in the
USA is
USA. You can check
Yeah.
that out, featuring myself, Tom Sambazo over here. Josh Kuderna is in there.
Yeah.
All sorts of great things. And for stand-up comedy, I'm sure I will have something by then, but I don't right now. So use fucking Google.
Nice.
Oh, and we're going to be performing at Gen Con.
Oh, right, we're going to
This
be performing
year.
at Gen Con. That's an
That is August 1st.
August
Our
1st.
show is August 1st at the Wyndham Ballroom.
Yeah, shit. We got 2 shows at Gen Con.
We have 2 shows?
Yeah, 2 fucking shows at Gen Con.
Okay.
Yeah.
listeners. I know some of you are hearing this podcast for the very first time,
Or
'cause
watching it.
or watching it because you're riding shotgun in your super cool friend's car, and he's got Laugh-Finder on. I want to let you know that you yourself can get every new episode of Laugh-Finder by subscribing to this podcast. You can find it on all your podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
Am I not?
we're on there.
Yeah.
We're on everything.
And if you
pretty
go
much.
and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, let me recommend to you, well, that you enjoy the excellent reviews that other listeners like you have left, and write one of your own. Because if you do, there's a very good chance that our audiomancer Ben will take it and use it as the seed of a brilliant theatrical vignette at the end of an episode. Listen, subscribe, etc. That's the end of my plug.
Oh, good. Oh, it's so good to have you back.
Yeah, very,
Your puppet
very.
didn't plug that at all.
No.
Hey, and don't forget, while you're over at the laughfinderpod.com, check out our merch shop, because we got some fresh merch. We got the new
Ooh.
Cuck Your Bullies t-shirt. You're going to want to pick that
Oh.
one
We got
up.
the 4x4 skin.
Yeah, the 4x4 skin and the Fantastic Four
Is
skin.
it already up?
It will be by the time this airs.
Wow.
I promise that. So,
Wear that to
Wow.
your next big Marvel. Wear it to Spider-Man Home, Far From Home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'll wear one.
Yes!
Do I have to pay for the shirt?
What?
I know I do.
No.
No,
Yeah.
we'll get it to you.
yeah.
And then, of course, all things aircomedy.com. I got a bunch of shows coming up, but I'm not even going to get into it. Just head there. It'll be cool.
Dorian, you got anything?
Yeah, on the weekend of the 12th through the 16th.
That is tomorrow.
I'm sorry, of June.
Of June. Okay.
I will.
It comes out June 11th, you said?
Wait, yeah, it's the 11th.
Okay.
My birthday's
So on the
Oh.
14th of June,
Yeah.
I will be performing 2 shows at Origins Gaming Convention.
Nice.
So
a clean
come
show at 1 and a not clean show at 10.
Oh,
and Dorian
naughty.
will sign anything you hand him.
Yeah.
Even
Yes.
if you
Any
shake his hand, he
4x4
will
skin?
sign it.
Oh yeah.
And
What
what
is
about
Origins? What is that?
Origins is one of the 2 largest board game conventions in the country. It is in Ohio, in like a city that they have there, and
Damn.
and it's interesting. All of the industry, like Paizo, shows up, and the people who did Vampire the Masquerade, White Wolf shows up. You get to see a lot of board games before they come out, and there are panels on how to do your board games, and literally thousands and thousands of people playing board
Tommy, are
games
you
in
jerking off
restaurants and
over there?
hotels.
Nice.
It's a pretty sweet convention.
How's
Nice
your board
hog.
game coming along?
I am
Ooh.
just about done.
I didn't know you were making one. That's
I was
awesome.
I'm
making a
making my
role-playing
own
game.
tabletop role-playing game.
Very nice.
It's just about done. It's just that I'm going through the tedious method of typing up every little ability because I want to make it so that people can play right out of the gate, and it doesn't take a lot of like prior knowledge. I don't have a bachelor's degree in tabletop RPG.
like we all do here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every one of us.
But yeah,
I'm still
I'm
paying
just
student
about
loans.
ready to play test, and so I'll let people know.
Awesome. And what about you, Josh? You got anything?
Yeah, I will be in DC. I will be at the Comedy Loft on the 11th for Pass the Mic, and on the 15th for Paris Sachet's gig. It is called, I think it's called Two Blondes in the main room of the Comedy Loft in DC. So check that out. And yeah, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Josh Kuderna.
And also check out Speechless. Or
Oh yeah. Speechless. It's a show we had most of you guys on.
Yeah, we did a
Jesus.
Laugh Finder
We did
edition.
do a Laugh Finder one.
Yeah,
That
we should bring you guys back.
That was the last time we saw.
Yeah, that was.
Last time I saw. That was the week that
was-
Dylan-
yeah,
Oh
was
yeah,
2 days.
yeah. We
Yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, last podcast. Yeah,
Super Saiyan.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
We'll see you next
But
week.
yeah, you
No,
should
I'm glad
definitely
you brought
have
that
it.
But yeah,
So that's how good our last one went.
That was not my best fucking birthday.
Yeah, I can't wait to kill another person I love.
yeah, it's a really good time. But yeah, that's the
Yeah.
4th Thursday of every month at the DC Draft House, and it's an improvised PowerPoint show with comedians, and it's a lot of fun.
Did you get any of the slides I sent you?
Did you send me slides?
I sent you a
Oh,
bunch.
that's
but
a no.
fine.
No, I didn't get them.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Anyway.